Good morning, and welcome to Unity of Santa Barbara. My name is Bob Vidamonte, and I'll be your platform host for today. And on this beautiful day that we all get to breathe the clear air and the clean air and the opportunity to share with one another. We always like to start off with the daily word. And the daily word is a great vehicle and tool for us to get centered. So reading from today. Today I take time to appreciate the abundance that surrounds me. I notice the beauty of the natural world, the talent and dedication behind the music and art I enjoy, and the skill and commitment of the people who work to maintain a safe and orderly world. And that's a special group today. The more I focus my attention on everything I have to appreciate in my life, the more I notice even more blessings. I am eager to share the gift of appreciation, so I give my full attention to someone I care about as we share a meal, or a favorite activity, or simply a quiet moment together. Feeling grateful for my life's blessings, I feel renewed appreciation for the love and beauty that enriches my life and all of our lives. And from Scripture, Luke 10:23. Then turning to the disciples, Jesus said to them privately, "Blessed are the eyes that see what you see." Well, I certainly hope we all appreciated the abundance that was incredibly displayed in the videos and in the beautiful music that Woody played. So if you didn't get the chills watching that, there was something wrong. So here at Unity, we have a vision for the world, and it sort of binds us together. And so I'd like to read the vision. Centered in divine love, we celebrate a kind and awakened world filled with peace, abundance, and joy. So just hold that in your mind. That's what we really believe in. And we also have a mission, which are the things that we do that demonstrate the vision for us and how we're going to reach the vision. And so our specific, well-worked-out mission that has all the input from all our members is as follows. We inspire, educate, and serve to awaken our oneness with Spirit. So those are the things we do here, so our members and all of the people who join us always get a sense of that. And we also have a set of core values, which are the things that we hold as individuals and also as a community that help us demonstrate what we are. So our core values are, we are community, we are abundance, we are love, we are God-centered, we are inclusive, and we are living consciously. We also have a statement of faith for unity, and it's really the cornerstone of everything that we do. It's kind of the ground of being out of which we operate. And I'm going to read it, and just let it sink in, and then I'm going to read it again so you can really contemplate it a bit. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the infinite, living, loving presence of God. Now I'm going to read it once more, and if you want to close your eyes and just let this sink in and really have an experience of it, because it's a very, very powerful statement when you really take it in. So I'll read it very slowly. There is only one presence and one power in my life, in the universe, and in my life, both the infinite, living, loving presence of God. It's a beautiful statement, including the editing that I did on it. And we have announcements. These are the things that we're up to these days. So first of all, I want to acknowledge, and we want to acknowledge, everyone who is in support of this service. We have a small crowd in here, largely our music team and our audio-visual team who are doing a spectacular job. And certainly around for all of them and for the staff and everyone that keeps this organization running. So there's a lot of people who actually clean the sanctuary and hopefully support this. So our thanks to all of those. Obviously, we are presenting a service, but it's to a largely empty sanctuary. The good souls in here fill it up, but it's devoid of lots of people. We are consistently following the advice and guidance of the Santa Barbara County Health Commission, etc. So we expect to continue having streaming services for the remainder of this month. So that's the expectations, and as things change, we certainly will modify what we're doing. Now, of course, some of you may have missed this, but I think very few. We have a new minister. Let's a little cheers here. We're all very, very excited by Reverend Heidi Alfrey, who will be joining us live in September, but will also be working with us come the middle of the month, I think the 16th or so of the month. She'll be working remotely and working with the staff and those of us who are otherwise involved. So we're really excited. She brings a great new energy, and you saw the point that earlier, I guess one of the slides, we are in need of some minister housing, so if anyone has some information, please contact our office. I think there was a slide up a little bit earlier. Okay. By the way, the minister has a giant St. Bernard. No, just kidding. She has a little puppy, a little dog, and so just so you know that's one of the conditions she's hoping, she's going to be bringing her friends. So. We also, another exciting thing,
Unity of Santa Barbara. It's Reverend Heidi Alfrey, and this is Gidget. Hi, Gidget. We're moving to Santa Barbara. I know. They're so excited. I am too. Yeah. She's part of the package. Here we go. Oh my gosh. I am so humbled and inspired and really excited about the next chapter of Unity of Santa Barbara. I am so touched in my heart by being selected as your spiritual leader, as your minister. I am so clear that community is where spiritual awakening happens. And if you're watching this video, you care about Unity of Santa Barbara. And even if you've been there a short time or a long time, keep your heart open and keep that passion going, because we will, as a group, continue to be about the awakening of spirit within each and every one of us. We have a new beginning, and beginnings are really fascinating because the past is complete, and this is a new day. We're going to be painting on a blank canvas with many, many colors of your own inspiration. So thank you for your faith in this community, for your faith in me, and we will continue to grow as we connect, as we stay in our creativity. This pandemic has invited us all to go inside more deeply and see those places in yourself, to know yourself more, to see the things that maybe you were ready to release and the things about yourself that you had to learn a lot of self-care. So we will come together during this time to stay curious. I want to thank the board and the search team and the transitional ministers, because they were able to stay curious. How is it that we're going to allow the right and perfect minister to come to us? And we've created that. We've created that through our open minds and our open hearts. So from this place forward, the universe has our back, and we have nothing but unlimited possibility in front of us, and it is given to us. You know, God brings us to things to bring us through things. So this is the new day, and I have something I wrote about this that I really love. It's time to start something new and to trust the magic of new beginnings. So let's trust the magic. Let's stay curious, one day at a time, one breath at a time, one thought at a time. And I will see you all soon. And so we'll get you. Namaste, and so it is.
And so it is. And in my excitement about her joining us, obviously I missed the prompt there relative to her video. So it's going to be very, very exciting to have her join us. All of you who are joining us right now actually joined us through our new website. So you might notice that there's been quite a few changes in the website. It's been reorganized and done in such a way as to make it more accessible, more understandable, so you know what buttons to hit on, etc. So we're really excited about that. And that will, like as I said, we're continuing actually to use our website for many, many more things. So midweek meditations, things of that sort. So we expect to be using the technology more and more. So we hope you enjoy the changes. You certainly know that where we are. By the way, if you have any feedback, suggestions, etc., please email us at the office. There's always room for ongoing improvement. Last but not least, the annual youth ministry fundraiser, 100 Things That Make Me Happy, has been extended one more week. So here to help us celebrate this is Jennifer, son of Somerville, to tell us more about it.
Thank you. Well, good morning. I'm Jennifer, and I am thrilled to be here to tell you a little bit about what's going on in the youth ministry. We continue to be inspired even through this pandemic. We tried some Zooming with the kids and families, which was great in the beginning, and now we're meeting over at Alice Keck Park, which has also proven to be a wonderful way to continue to connect. So we invite you to come and join us there. We're doing it in a socially distanced way. So we have the parents and the children coming together. We're wearing masks, and we're still able to share a lesson, though. We're still able to be outdoors and playing games together. And today we're going to be doing a nature walk, a fox walk. I don't know if you've ever heard of that. That'll be a lot of fun. It's a very silent, meditative way to do a nature walk. And I also wanted to let you know that we've extended our fundraiser for one more week. Last week we had a couple little glitches with our new system online. So if you tried to give and it didn't work, please try again, and feel free to call into the office. We're here to help you with any of those challenges. So you can see there's still many more numbers here. This is our 100 things that make me happy. You can go online and you can give that way. And there's a lot of numbers here to still give. I know I have to pick several numbers here. I'm just waiting at 29. That's how old I am. Wink, wink. So anyways, give us a call. We're happy to still receive donations. There's still many envelopes here to go. So thank you.
Thank you, Jennifer. You know, sometimes we say that it's really wonderful that as you age, you get wiser, but you also get to pay in more, so I'm not sure. Anyway, now is the time in our service where we recognize our opportunity to give, to sustain this service. All of these things that we're doing all take people, including as we bring on new ministers, etc. And so donations are the lifeblood. They're our way of giving, which, as those of us who really know, the more you give, actually, the more you receive. The gift is in the giving. And when you give, you feel it from the heart. It's like, oh, this is cool. And your energy will actually uplift. So now is the time that if you have made a contribution, you can go to our website. You can Giveify there, or if you've sent in money, or if you're here, with a couple of people who are here, we have a donation box as we walk out. So take your gift in your hand and hold it to your heart. And even if you've done it through cyberspace, etc., hold the thought. And join me in repeating our offering. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I share.
Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the sweetest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Everything I've ever done, everything I've ever seen, everything I've lost or won, everything I've ever dreamed has brought me here to this present moment, here to a new beginning, here, and I'm seeing life so clearly now. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. So get ready, my soul. 'Cause here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. So get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm driving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. So get ready, my soul. So get ready, my soul.
That was just beautiful, very sweet. That was Shawn Thies and, of course, our marvelous Woody, Renee, and Randy Tico. Just a beautiful rendition, so thank you. So today, our guest minister is Reverend Karen. And just as a little bit of an intro, because she's got great energy, so she's a delightful person. Our featured guest speaker today is Reverend Karen Wylie, an Agape licensed minister and spiritual counselor. Reverend Karen served as spiritual director of the Symphony of Life Spiritual Center in Ojai, and her current global work includes writing, facilitating workshops and retreats, and other things that are all about supporting spirit. Reverend Karen authored Into Me See, a collection of essays, affirmations, and spiritual insights collected over her 30-year spiritual journey. And she's currently available on on Amazon.com. How could you mess up on Amazon? Please join me in welcoming Reverend Karen Wylie.
Thank you so much. What a joy to be here. What I do miss is the room full of smiling faces and big eyes looking at me. So I'm looking at you, and I know you're looking at me in the way you're looking at me. So it's my joy to be here. I was thinking, I woke up. This often happens to me. I woke up on Saturday morning at 4 a.m. thinking to myself, what on earth am I going to say? What do I have to say to these people? What do I have to say? And, you know, at 4 a.m., it happens to be an extremely stimulating time of morning for me. That's when a lot of my great writing happens, or inspiration, but also anything, fears and doubts and such like that comes up. But that question, you know, what am I going to say? I thought, I had this feeling, I have nothing to say. And then all of a sudden, an amazing feeling washed over me. Tell them about love. And, you know, I got tears in my eyes, and I came into peace. And I said, of course, the most important thing in the world. But then I said to myself, but that's not my topic. My topic is discovering and utilizing your innate power. But then I said, aha, but yes, indeed, love is the most powerful force in the world. So that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the fact that you are love. Whether you realize it or not, that is your innate nature. It was from the beginning of time. It will be forever. You are eternal life expressing, and when you came in as that. So let's fast forward to the current day. Wow. We're now sitting here. I've never seen this in the whole of my life. The experience of life as we're experiencing it right now. This pandemic. People are sick. And they're sick all over the world, and it's not playing favorites. The economy is going nuts, and it's going nuts all over the world, and it's not playing favorites. I've been shocked at the level of fear that is in everyone, a lot of us. The fear, the isolation, all of a sudden racism is coming up in a way we can't ignore it. We can't ignore that it exists within us. You know, you like to say, oh, well, I'm not a racist. No, it's got to be them, not me. And the beauty of what is going on right now, it's all about us. It's all about us individually and collectively. And we're here now at this amazing period in life where, for the first time, we have an opportunity to look deep into ourselves, and we're invited by the whole world to do so. We're invited by what is happening. The fact that we need to wear a mask and we need to stay home. We need to be quiet with ourselves, and all of a sudden, some of us are saying, oh, but who am I? You know, now I got to be with myself, and I'm not even sure who I am. This is an amazing experience we're in right now, and I want to talk to you so that perhaps you can alleviate some of your fear and begin to use this as an opportunity for some deep, deep soul searching, looking at some core stuff that's been going on in all of us. There's nobody innocent here. No, all of this stuff that's coming up now, if you see darkness, if you see it, you know, look for where it is in you. Look for it, because there's something going on in you. And so it's just an opportunity. I say to myself, never has there been such a perfect example of oneness. You know, the coronavirus, has that not taught us that we are one? It doesn't matter where you're living on the planet, you could get sick. Has the economy, does that show us that we are one? No matter where we're living on the planet, the economy might be affected. So this is what I like to say, this is spiritual evolution on the macrocosm that has been happening for some of us on the microcosm. This is the work I've been doing my whole life, and now I'm watching it happen in the macrocosm. So now it's happening on the planet. It's happening for the sake of Mother Earth. It's happening for all of our sakes, for us to wake up and realize who we truly are. You know, last year, my beloved Danny and I traveled to Greece, and carved into the stone, as we were walking into the temple of Apollo at Delphi in Greece, was the inscription, "Know thyself." And throughout time, you've heard it said by philosophers, know thyself, know thyself. And so my invitation to you today and always and forever, know thyself. You know, because the true living is not done from the outside in. The true living is been to do from the inside out. In other words, if you're counting on the world to answer your questions or solve your problems or teach you about love, no. The answer is within, for within you is the very nature of love. Within you has been birthed the Spirit of the living God from the beginning of time. There is a place within you where you can align with Spirit and begin to operate from that place and live from that place and live in a very high, loving, joyful, beautiful, creative, masterful, powerful place. It is that spark of love that is within you. Recently, not that recently, about a year and 8 months or 9 months ago, my grandbaby was born. And when I looked at that little bundle, I realized, oh my God, I am seeing the Buddha. I have called him the Buddha baby now for quite a few months, because I see the Buddha. In the beginning, it was the Buddha. What I mean was, his eyes were huge. He was looking around. He had no judgment. He was in the world. He was in the world, but not of it. He knew nothing. He was just love itself. He was a bundle of the preciousness of life, and I could see the baby Buddha. But what I understood, and I know this with my heart, no one will ever convince me otherwise, we are all born as the baby Buddha. And then unfortunately, somewhere along the line, we get what I call socialized by our parents, our teachers, our friends, a word spoken, a way in which we now bought some kind of story about ourselves that is not the truth. I'm watching my baby Buddha now being socialized, and I'm literally able to watch as he moves more and more into his, what shall I say, ego identity, into that identity where he begins to understand he's relating to other people, and other people say things to him and about him, and he's hearing those words. And we know from psychologists that for the first 7, 8, whatever years it is of a baby's life, they're like a sponge. All they do is take it in. They don't analyze it. They don't decide whether it's right or wrong. They just take it in. So my baby Buddha now is taking in information. Fortunately, my son and his lady, Katie, I love her, are pretty good people. You know, I think my baby Buddha did a good thing coming into them, with them, because I think they're going to do a pretty good job, a smashing job, but they're young. They're young. So they've got a lot to learn yet themselves. And so, baby Buddha is being socialized. But I watch what's happening. And it's so amazing for me to watch it. And I am going to keep my eye on the baby Buddha. I'm going to keep reminding him he's the Buddha. Don't forget about the Buddha. But I want to talk to you about you, because many of us, we couldn't be in such fear if we had not forgotten that we're the Buddha, that there's that place within us, the God. It's like the I am presence has been placed there. And that I am presence is love itself. The I am presence is the answer to everything you have ever desired. It is alignment with true spirit. And if there is any place in your life where you're not getting what you want, it's a decision that you've made, a thought you're thinking. It's like you have the power to access this Buddha nature, this I am presence within you, and create the life you want to live. And that life has to do with love. It has to do with inclusion. It has to do with accepting what is. It has to do with oneness, deeply with oneness, understanding that we are one. We are one. There isn't, if you look at somebody and you see, oh, they're not like me, or make some judgment, what ultimately in the center of you is this aspect of you which knows its oneness with everyone, everywhere. So that is our work on the planet. And I think about love when I say that love is the most powerful force on the planet. I know this and I believe this because the great mystic Jesus spoke about love all the time, and 2,000 plus years later, we are quoting his words. We are still listening to what he said and trying, those of us who care, are trying to live by his words. So his words were about love. His words were about worthiness, feeling and sensing and knowing who you are beyond your limitation. So, and when I stop and think about Jesus, who only traveled, in a 100-mile radius for 3 years in his ministry, and yet he has such a profound effect on us. But I want you to know the power that lies within you as a result of expressing through love. It is the most powerful force on the planet. I remember being in situations myself where there was a great deal of anger. It was a situation where I was on a tennis court and people were raging because of somebody wanting the court and nobody getting it. And a man came who was from another country, and I think he was responding to the country he was from and feeling judged and abused somehow about that. But there was a rage going on here amongst these people and in their minds. And the only instinct I had was this one gentleman's girlfriend was standing off to the side watching all this as I was. I simply approached her and began to hug her because I could tell that she was distressed by this craziness, and these people were crazy enough that they could hurt each other. And I just began to hug this woman, and all of a sudden, her partner, who was very upset, turned around, saw us, calmed down, walked toward us, and all of the rage seemed to subside. And I think it subsided in the face of love. It subsided because love is a powerful force. And so when we look at our world today and we look what we're dealing with today, it is so important. How, and then I say to you, so how do you have a relationship with yourself? I mean, some of you are probably saying, well, I have a relationship with myself. I know who I am. I think one of the first things is to ask yourself, when you have a moment, can you be with yourself? Can you find time with yourself? Can you meditate? Can you sit in a quiet space and just be still? Be still with the self. And feel what that feels like. And for some of you, maybe it will be much anxiety for the first few minutes. But little by little, the more you allow yourself to just be present with the self, the more you will feel more comfortable, you will spend more time. Pretty soon you will understand that the God, I call it God, you can call it anything you like. God has gotten a bum rap in many ways, but you can call it anything you like, but I call it the love intelligence that has created everything out of itself and loves its creation enormously. And I know in that instant that God is ever present, and it's that connection you make when you sit in the stillness with yourself. You sit and just accept and allow and be willing to be still and to have a relationship with your inside self, with your internal self, with that innate part of yourself, which is love in action. You begin to have this relationship, and then you begin to operate your life from that place. You begin to make the decisions. Every word you speak, every action you take, everything you do comes from this place of knowing who you are beyond limitation, beyond the idea that of anything the outer world tells you about yourself. We're given so many faulty notions about ourselves. And a lot of the work I've done in my life, I've done a lot of class work with students, working with people spiritually. And the biggest thing we're always working with is coming to this awareness of your worthiness. Most people feel unworthy. Most people feel they're not good enough. Most people feel that somehow they're falling short in life. But I'm here to say, as you connect with the I Am presence within you, you realize there's nothing short in you. There's nothing been shortchanged in you. You have access to everything. You have access to this dynamic presence, this dynamic kingdom that is all around us. And you can begin to create the world you want to live in. Like this pandemic, I'm living in this pandemic, but I'm living in this pandemic in the world I want to live in. I wear my mask. I abide by all the health rules, but in my heart and mind, I'm living my own life. I'm playing tennis. I'm riding my bike. I'm doing hikes. I'm sailing a sailboat. I'm out in the world. I'm doing my life. I'm not caught up in the fear. And that doesn't mean that I'm not aware that this has been a fearful thing for many people, that people have passed away, that there's so much suffering going on. But the world is always going to be filled with suffering and things going on. But our great work in life, and this is what I've come to, our great work in life is to come full circle, discover that we are love itself, and then begin to take every action and every word you speak from that place and begin to live that life so that you're not part, I want to say you're not part of the problem. You're part of the solution. You become the solution. For truly, I think what's going on right now is the healing on this planet right now, the healing that's needed so much for Mother Earth, the healing that's needed for all of us. This is a wake-up call. We're here to wake up to our true identity as divine spirit. We're here to wake up to the infinite possibility of our life. We're here to be a beneficial presence everywhere we are. So and most of all, I feel so grateful for my many blessings. Every day, I am grateful for the blessings that pour forth, that we can see, that we are in constant appreciation for what we have, not looking at what we don't have, not counting all the things going wrong, but counting all the things going right, being grateful, living in gratitude, living in thanksgiving. So we have, during this time, we have a big assignment. You know, our assignment, what side is this equation you're going to be on? You know, you're going to be on the fear side of this equation, or you're going to be on the love side of this equation. And I'm telling you, you have a choice. You can choose to be on the love side of this equation, of this great macrocosmic spiritual transformation that's happening on this planet right now. You can choose to be on the love side. I'm choosing to be on the love side of it. And I know that the world is moving towards healing. And I pray every day for the healing body, mind, and spirit of every individual on this planet, and for the healing of Mother Earth on this planet. And I know that it is happening. And I want to say thank you.
Beautiful message. I guess we can do that in here. Beautiful message. And it's returning to Buddhahood. It's really going back to being more awake.
Yes.
And so that's really what we're up to. And it's a beautiful introduction to our peace song, because it's really all about we are the source of peace. So if you can all join me in the peace song. We got to change. Okay.
There's a meditation. See, I think. Oh no, I think.
In the stillness of this moment, there is peace. There is peace. In the stillness of this moment, there is peace. There is peace. And I rest and trust and breathe and know that in the stillness of this moment there is peace. In the stillness of this moment I am peace. I am peace. In the stillness of this moment I am peace. I am peace. And I rest and trust and breathe. I know that in the stillness of this moment there is peace. I am peace. I feel love. There is peace. And so we take a few minutes here just to be still, to take that inward journey to our own sacred center, that place within us where we meet the I am presence. And so we rejoice in the sacredness. We rejoice in that aspect of ourselves that never knows anything of separation. That aspect of ourselves lives in absolute oneness. It is our Buddha nature. And we sweetly commune, always and forever, with our Buddha nature.
Beautiful meditation. Thank you. And now we'll try that again, since we're in a sense of peace. I'd like to, if you would join us in the peace song that celebrates our community.
That was
Join us for the prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. I am that light. The love of God enfolds us. I am that love. The power of God protects us. I am that power. The presence of God watches over us. I am that presence. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Have a wonderful Sunday.